А что я делал последний раз? А, я доп. Заданий нахватал тогда, точно. Так. Ну, погнали. Ой, блин. У меня уже глаза отвыкли.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see the lad?
Я так понимаю, у всех торговцев одновременно увеличивается. Забыл слово. Короче, больше товаров появляется.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Собака.
Get it, boy!
Can I have another cup, Teddy?
How many have I had?
Sun's setting fast.
Так, все квесты тут. Этой локации. Тем лучше.
They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
I better go and give that stew a stir.
Проще будет выполнять. Ну что ты сидишь посередине дороги?
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
Вот эта мелодия почему-то мне так Stellar Blade сейчас напомнила.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
There, boy! Don't let them get away. That's enough. Get him!
теперь после Ведьмака сейчас буду как зомби поворачиваться. Мгм. Вот нахрена я бегу за этой блестяшкой? Ну не надо. А. В какой-то веке не все так радужно, да? Подоб заданиям.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Так, мне, наверное, ближе будет вот отсюда. Эти задания.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area.
У него там мешок с мешками был,
More of the lost
получается, что ли,
supplies.
или чё?
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do,
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
И, кстати, уже по часам довольно немного играем в финалку. Я до сих пор не дали на Чокобо покататься. Неужто здесь нельзя будет на Чокобо покататься? Ну, не грустно, если так.
Hi, Collier. Did Master Quentin summon you?
The shad's all salted and smoked, but it'll be an age before the stink's gone from my skirts.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. He's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
Maybe I should just own up to what Owen said. Well, there you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Вот так вот. Ну ладно.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot having... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Так. Ну, сомневаюсь, что что-то интересного будет. пока все лучше.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, some foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
Lacey, I'm busy here. What's that for you, dear?
Интересно, он... Ага, он все-таки может его улучшить. А, стоп, это изготовить, извините. Или не может улучшить, или пока не может. Надеюсь, что он просто пока не может его улучшить. Иначе будет грустно. Ясно, понятно.
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. But that's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
There's...
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... Who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute. The Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Любопытно. Ты чё пялишься? Учет союзников. Когда вступает учет союзников, так, наведайте готовым, встаешь стойки, в трапезную берешь, чтобы знакомиться, сидеть, сокрушить проклятие, самовладелия здания. Хера мне это.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Me?
Я все делаю, что скажет тот, то, видимо, считает меня его правой рукой. Он строгий хозяин, но вовсе не как мой прежний. Тот избил меня и бросил умирать на улице, а вот они прошел мимо и взялся
The
меня.
way I see it,
На мой взгляд, за мной теперь долг. Так что я помогаю разбираться с счетами, изучая сведения от наших союзников на близнецах. Если кому нужна помощь, делаю заметки, чтобы при случае направить добровольцев куда требуется.
so what'd you say?
Что скажешь? Будешь добровольцем? От такого даже кислая мина Отто станет менее кислой.
Anything catch your eye?
Поиски новых заданий. Благодаря отчетам союзников, предоставленным ботам, можно получить новые задания и быстро пересместиться к обелискам возле точек указанных. Вот зачем это. Ну, пойдем сходим.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see them? Can I have another cup?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Here. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
What happens to us now?
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't say. I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lost Wing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please.
Ты как определил?
Rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Ну, заданица пока что такие себе. Даже не уверен, хочу ли я этим всем заниматься. Вообще в целом, на самом деле, миленько достаточно. Боевка уже надоела. Печально.
Very well.
Over here. Get him, boy! You know what to do, boy. Sick him, Toggle. There, boy. So, don't let them get away. Sick him, Toggle. Get him, boy. Sick him, Toggle. Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy. There, boy. Sick him, Toggle. Get him, boy. Sick him, Toggle.
Looks like that was the last of them. I'd better let Quinton's man know. Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Да, дебил, блядь. Что это было вообще? Ужас. Он зря, наверное, решил в финалку сейчас играть. Не уснуть бы. Так. Чё у нас? Карта мира, где-то еще задание было. Угу. А нельзя как-то именно зайти к этому обелиску, так скажем, на карту посмотреть? Видимо, только тпшится, а потом уже...
The tavern. It's done for. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but... Oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Ha! Golden Stables, my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Please get this over with.
Get him! You know what?
Бомжи какие-то.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants wouldn't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
Почему квест называется «Кот из дома»? Не совсем понял. В чем логика?
There he is, the man.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed.
За три доминанта.
And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Это мы пойдем, получается, вот сюда.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
По-моему, отсюда будет быстрее. Идти в жопу, не хочу с вами драться.
There. Northreach. The soldiers used to speak of a brothel. But that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south. A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But... I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Welcome.
Юпт. Сятка сари. Обалдеть.
I'll be here if you need me.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But... it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Проститутошная.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then? Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb. A gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother. As do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every gil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Пиздец, тут квестов. Честно говоря, ни одно желание вполне нет.
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total: a grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Подозрительно.
What did one of them get on this?
Another one of the dame's pets. I must check.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of... Huh. Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Well, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
But I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are. Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Дать вам пиздюлей за деньги, почему бы нет?
Fine, if it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight. Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. Alright. So you know one end of a blade. Enough. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? Not a bearer. Win the Dane's favour, innit?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
That's it. Got potential. I'll give you that.
Бомжи. Даже не сопротивлялись.
Can I go now?
Krieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bullocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Диалоги эти. Да.
The Emperor's finest. Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then. What do you think?
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Sambraquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others. A simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their
И
time.
задание одного и того же
Tragic.
типа.
True, but do not let anger
Принеси
make you
еду,
careless.
накорми,
People will view
накорми.
this act of mercy
Да,
as an
убей,
undermining
убей.
of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one
Действительно,
of the
тем, кто
dame's
игру делал,
girls
нам
would be
бы
appreciated.
You won't be
не
staying
игру
then.
делать.
I'm afraid not. I am expected back in the
Потому что,
capital.
судя по тому, что я вижу,
I've
игра
already risked
говёная
much speaking with you
на
this
самом
long.
деле. Грустненько. Грустненько, конечно. Но все
Crystal's curse is
красивое,
bad
ролик
enough.
красивый и так далее.
We can't let
Но
people
этого
starve as well.
The
недостаточно.
bones fell favourably.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
half a moon since Bellen's tour.
That's what we signed up for.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the Dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the Dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Так, ладно. О, хорошо так сделать.
You say these are all from...
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the Master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here. Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflam's finest. Just as promised.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the Master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
Жаль, нельзя взять меч и порубить их всех.
Lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars?
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
You there! Fancy a drop of the Empire's finest?
Значит, все-таки дело в чем-то другом. Я поменял сетевик, один хер монитор периодически тухнет. Неужто у меня на обоих сразу в мониторах HDMI HDMI-ники полетели? Отвратительно нахуй.
Fresh fish!
and a
all
china
from the
rose
sea
end.
of Grace this very...
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice.
Даже интересно, что там в этих мешках.
That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you. As will our mutual friend when she hears of how you evaded me.
Уныние.
The markets are
Need not remind me. They're incessant.
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's tour.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off!
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Valesdals will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
That's the day done then. And the veil.
How about the veil then?
Так, а как мне обратно вернуться к местной... А, вот карта области. Да иди, тут еще два, блять, квест. О. Ужас. Че ж так опять рубит, блять?
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
That's enough for today, Branded.
Go on! Back to the head!
That's enough dallying, you two!
Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
You, Branded, here, now! You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
Where is he?
My. I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
What if I can help it? Stay back. I'll deal with this.
У меня такое чувство, что моя собака бьет больнее, чем...
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
Капец.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
You, Brandy, come in. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you. He talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this branded's head clean off his shoulders.
Проще было ему мечом по голове ёбнуть разок.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Father! Father!
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's nest two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
Неплохо.
You don't have to.
Так тоже сойдет.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Had another branded drop in the field yesterday.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
Кто такая Хлои?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting. That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Ну, не понял.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that.
Хуя себе, блядь. Это что, не клон, что ли? Вот это да. Ну, здрасте, здрасте. Да вот сижу 1,5 часа один тут. И все думаю. Да, если бы.
Sick of Torgal. Just don't let them get away. Get him, boy. Get him.
Что у меня порой не срабатывает почему-то поочередные атаки. Что этот наркоман рыбы пишет?
It's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
О, вот и уже рука и нога. Окаменели.
All that clean? You good-for-nothing sluggard!
If even a grain is missing,
I'll be needing some more straw for the stables. One of the hens just gave birth.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I
В
hear.
смысле спать?
If you
Чё,
seek
охерел?
him out, keep your head down.
Ужасающего смотреть.
Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Думаю, где-нибудь через час, наверное, пойдем. Я вчера уснул. Поэтому нет. Мне вчера скучно было нехер делать, я что-то прилег и уснул.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago.
А вот надо было потому что что-нибудь хоть написать. Я даже не был уверен, смотрел там кто не смотрел.
He had a comb which he
Потому что я
claimed was an
говорил, что
antique.
смотреть будем.
Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Give them all you've got. Sick of Torgal. There, boy. Finish.
А, сегодня 23. Время летит, конечно.
Don't let them get away.
Значит, и сегодня не будем смотреть. Видимо, никогда не будем. Сам один посмотрю, видимо. попивая медовуху.
Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy, but the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
Ну, видимо, уже не
You
сегодня.
both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off the moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask us something else.
Да ты ничего не
He
собираешься
stole the
смотреть,
old comb
только у...
and bought her a new one, in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters.
Ну вот, смотри.
Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body,
Я не собираюсь его
I'll see
смотреть.
that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it, milady.
Of course you could, had it not been personal. You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door. Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Все-таки мы туда идем, к Кейту. А? Важный сюжетный поворот, после чего вы не сможете изменить. Что, блять, я могу еще изменить? Я вроде все квесты сделал. Что вообще в этой игре можно изменить, если она максимально линейная и безгеймплейная практически? Далее.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
That'll be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change.
Третье кристаллов.
Come on, this way. Trying to stay out of sight.
Obviously.
Don't worry, the passage is empty.
Никакого сундучка не видать. Ага, сундучок вижу. Ёбаный вот гоблин. 800 гил. Ну, типа, хер знает, стоило за то, ну ладно. $100 bucks.
All right, not quite empty. Let's get this over with.
A single man for reaching the sanctum, so shut your gob and keep your eyes open.
Че, мы залетаем, бьем их или как?
They're not from the garrison. I swear this passage is
The enemy's upon us!
Of course it did.
perfect plan, Scribe. Perfect plan.
Get him!
Туда. Посмотрим, может тут сундучок еще есть какой-нибудь, хотя вряд ли. Было сразу перебор. Сундуки в этой игре вообще редкость. Что странно. Это ж, блять, финалка, алё.
They never stood a chance.
You're welcome.
The main tunnel.
That would be my guess. There are sentries everywhere.
And all good things must come to an end. We might have a bit more company from now on.
Captain! To arms! Summon the cannoneer! You know what to do, boy. It's over. We've got more. That's enough. Keep your distance, boy. Stay down. Sick of trouble. Give them all you've got, boy. Please. Over here.
I think this may be the moment I was talking about earlier.
What have we here? More insects come to be squashed? You will find my mortar and I only too happy to oblige.
Матерый. Чувак, ты ебанутый.
Then let's shut him up.
Ну да, опять кнопку перепутал.
Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away.
You feel that? Something in your head.
It's ether.
Then we better make this quick.
Keep your distance, boy.
return, there's nothing left of him but hatred and rage.
Let's end his torment.
Sick of Torgal.
Да ты издеваешься. Да ладно. Серьезно, что ли? Да, давай.
Poor wretch.
Save your pity. You'll get none in return. There's nothing left of him but hatred and rage.
Let's end his torment.
Keep your distance, boy. Too slow. Give them all you've got. You know what to do, boy. Don't let them get away. Get him, boy. There, boy.
Таких жандалов полно начинает происходить. Ни хера не видно, меня просто поджал хуя.
Give them all you've got. You know what to do, boy. Sick of it. Get him. Don't let them get away. Too slow. Get him, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Too slow. Not this time. Sick of Torgal. Too slow. Keep your distance. Give them all you've got, boy. Not this time. Over here.
I'll never get used to that. Akashic or no, he was still a man. A man who drowned in ether.
There's no way for anyone to go.
Кто такие Акаши? Я думал, это доминант какой-то. Это что-то другое.
God, duty's a death sentence in this place. Not that Sylvester cares. keep of the blessing, my friends. Who said being a dominant doesn't have its benefits?
Sid, this is an ether flood.
There shouldn't be one here, should there? The workers couldn't survive this.
Well, it wasn't here last time, I can tell you that. Which means we need to be quick. The ether won't hurt us, but I'd rather not find out what it's done to everyone else.
Стальной шелк. Звучит, конечно, интересно.
The miners. The guards.
Too far gone. The ether's made monsters of them. All we can do now is put them out of their misery.
Isabel says she thought the Empire might be planning to abandon the capital. Could this be why?
She said you could call her Isabel. Never mind. If ever there was a reason to up sticks, and they thought it would be it. Those guards at the gate. They weren't there to keep people out.
They were there to keep the Akashic in.
Либо кто-то откроет, либо будем с другой стороны. То есть собаке тоже насрать, да, на это все?
Doesn't look that far. Right. Why-yo! Whoa. Some help.
Hold on.
Not quite as spry as I used to be.
I'll take that as a thank you.
Look on the bright side. At least you won't get lost.
Ну, вон туда, видимо, да? Допустим. Так он все-таки качается. Так, хорошо. Вот мы тут с другой стороны. И все больше думаю, что не имеет смысла особо мир исследовать, потому что полезного практически никогда ничего нет, кроме вот так вот цельки и так далее. Что-то вот это вот превращение от него толку особо нет, я смотрю. Единственный плюс, что подхилиться можно на один хер, тебя там пробивает и так далее, а кончается он достаточно быстро. Поэтому хрен даже знает. Ну и заполняется, благо он быстро. О, коралловый меч. Блин, и он лучше, чем мой фиолетовый. Охуенно вообще. Клитон сидит такси, конечно. А внешний мир я могу менять только на этих, да?
I see they replaced that wooden door with something a little more sturdy. On the count of 3.
What happened to 2?
Ask 1.
Once more.
Aye, seeing as you're trying now. As if that was going to keep us out. The mother crystal's just up ahead.
Is it? I can't see a thing.
Well, unless someone's moved it. There's no one about.
I knew it would be big. But this...
Красиво.
There. That's our way into the inner sanctum. You'd think they'd have patched that up by now. Sorry state the Empire's in.
Wait. You don't mean...
Aye. My little game of hide-and-seek with Bahamut ended here. At tragic cost to this remarkable architecture. Don't blame me, he started it.
But how did he make it out alive?
I walked. You should try it.
gate be here in the mines?
Are the two places connected somehow?
Так, меня задолбала эта способность.
That's enough. Give them all you've got, boy. Over here. Get him. Don't let them get away. You know what to do, boy. Over here. When I was in the Imperial Army, soldiers assigned to the Glass Gate would tell stories about something they called the Guardian.
Can't say I saw anything like that when I was last here. Then again, I can't say I made it this far.
Let's just be careful then.
Ну, сейчас будет босс-баттл определенно. Масштабы, конечно, именно. Ну вот действительно, что красиво. Прям очень красиво, но...
Where did that come from?
If I had to guess...
А, нет.
Poor beast. Another victim of the flood.
Well, if it's a fight he wants.
Ready, Clive?
Always.
Ow.
now. Clive, look out!
Ну, сука, ты чё стебёшься?
Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him, boy.
Блин, пока что самый красивый бой был как раз с Гарудой.
Are you all right?
Fine.
The inner sanctum lies just beyond. Chances are the palace guard knows we're here. We should move. Not that any sane commander would send his men into a place awash with this much ether. Clive. If this all works, and the blessing fades, things are likely to get worse for our kind before they get better. Being the last to wield ether will make our talents that much more sought after. By which I mean hunted. I just hope, in the end, they'll see that we didn't have any other choice. That it was the only way to get us to a better place.
And here I was thinking I was the uncertain one. Luckily, 2 out of 3 of us have faith in you.
Then it all starts here. Time to earn that menacing title. Sid the Vicious, was it? almost there. Anyone having second thoughts?
Not me.
We're with you to the end, Sid.
Then what are we waiting for?
It's beautiful.
The heart of Sambrek.
Well, that didn't work. I think we're gonna need a bigger sword.
Mine's bigger.
Thank you, Clive, but I meant that figuratively. The core's clearly made of sterner stuff. Taya's going to have a fit when she hears about this. Stand back. It's about to get cramped in here. That's more like it.
Clive, look.
What is that?
Sid!
Ifrit. I need Ifrit. Come to me. I can't do
И
this
да,
without
кристаллы
you.
же вроде типа удерживают какое-то там лютое зло в финалках обычно, насколько я помню.
Where are you?
Hold on!
I've been here before.
You again. Where are you? What do you want? Fuck. It's still alive. That power isn't yours. But this is mine.
Новое олицетворение Фрита, так. На ближнем бою, уклонение от прыжок, так. Улучшение драгомастер. Общий склад, так. После применения шквалогных шаров, при многих шквалах склоняет так. Нажмите тягун, чтобы нанести мощный большой удар. Объемная вспышка. Используйте ключ для спринта на значительное расстояние. Держи ключ, чтобы продлить действие эффекта.
It's done.
Так.
How many more could there be? As you wish.
Издеваешься? Я уже подошел к тебе.
enjoy your nap?
You're wounded.
This? It's only a scratch. All right, the hole.
We'll find you a healer.
Here? No, you won't. I know who you are. And if you think I'm gonna let you have him... think again.
Sid.
One left. That'll do me.
Try not to talk.
Clive. For so long, I thought I had all the answers. But then I met you. And I learned it wasn't a good death we should be fighting for, but a better life. It's all very well, a man reclaiming his fate. But if he can't choose how he meets it, what's the point? So, I made a choice. Don't do this! The rest is in your hands. The crystal's blessing is a prison, Clive. And if it's an outlaw the world needs to help it break free. Stop. Please. I can think of none better than you.
Минус 2 доминанта.
In ashen grip, let ember glow, to kindle flames anew.
И опять чудесным образом они встретились, но не встретились. Он по-прежнему думает, что он ее убил, да. А ее, говорит, его.
I'm sorry, Clive. Had I arrived but a moment sooner. Do you remember me, boy? I saw you protect them. That was very brave. I know you're there, Ultima.
You have learned our name. What else have you learned, Phoenix?
My travels have revealed much about you and your ambitions. I know that it was you who tore me from my brother. And I know that it is his power that you seek. But know this. If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Very well.
Breath of mine ancestors, fill these lungs that I may dispel the songs of suffering.
A disturbance.
We'll leave. My brother alone. This is getting us nowhere.
We agree. No more games, Phoenix. We have come to claim our vessel.
And I said no.
These flames are nothing. You will know what it is to burn.
Yours is a fleeting form. I'm not fool enough to think I can harm you. But to protect my brother, I don't have to.
These are not flames of destruction.
Have you forgotten already who I am? Just try and get to my brother now. Fiend.
Where is he? You'll do.
Класс. Все убежище разворотили.
Gav, we've got to go.
Not without this.
Sid is not among the dead. Shall I send a Stolas?
That won't be necessary.
Fuck me! Where the hell are you, Sid? Where the hell are you?
Ну класс, кузнеца у нас больше нет, получается.
The finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, come, feel its softness.
Chocobo
Make a nice
steaks,
gift for your
chocobo
wife.
sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Curatives, restoratives,
Look all you like, sir. It's all fresh. Picked this very morning.
restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices, harmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road? I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives.
5 лет прошло с того момента. Офигеть.
It's good to see you, Sid.
What have we learned?
The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way.
Kupka's private guard.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall.
You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's-forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was.
Шрам на лице.
Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us! I beg of you!
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him!
The outlaw.
Sit here!
Should we?
Come on! Go! Summon the others! The bearers?
Safe.
Сила грома. Клаве присвоила часть сущности Айкона Раму. При сонастройке с Раму меняется стихия магических заклинаний и открывается доступ к новым способностям Айкона, например, гроза. При молнии, бьющих во всех врагов поблизости, заодно отталкивающих их. Ой, ну это неудобно. Особый навык Раму позволяет запустить шаровую молнию и несколько его целей. Такая молния одновременно с... Выглядит так, как будто еще минимум 4 будет. А, это я через круг, да, буду делать. А, ты типа нажимаешь, она включается. Ну, типа такое.
Titan sends his regards.
Повторное нажатие запускает удар.
Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten!
They brought a pet.
You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things
things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
This one.
To hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you. Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go.
Так убежище же, получается, разрушено. Ага. То есть его просто вообще стерли, да, с карты, получается. Я думал, что вот это вот как раз-таки отображение кристалла. Но, возможно, это как раз тоже 5-й кристалл, который просто выглядит так иначе. Либо он типа в упадке уже, или не знаю.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds. Home sweet home.
Дом, милый дом.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Убежище-то подряд ширилось за 5 лет. Ладно. Хватит, я думаю, на сегодня. Увидимся уж завтра. Не знаю, что будем играть. Там по настроению буду смотреть. Всем спасибо за внимание. До скорого.